A monumental vote today by the Portland City Council as the city begins the process of significant reforms to the police bureau. Fox 12's Simon Gutierrez is live in Northeast Portland with the results of today's vote on the city budget and what it means when it comes to policing in Portland. Simon?
Yeah, commissioners voted unanimously on each budget amendment that dealt with funding for the police bureau, and the cuts are steep, some $16 million, and potentially the loss of more than 100 full-time positions. Against the backdrop of 2 weeks of protest calling for police reform following the death of George Floyd, Portland City Commissioners voted to make significant changes to the Portland Police Bureau.
The reality is that life for Black people in America with policing has always been, from its inception, discriminatory in nature.
Amendments introduced by Commissioner Joanne Hardesty call for eliminating the Bureau's gun violence reduction and CERT teams and removing officers from public transit. The total adjustments to the Police Bureau's budget amount to a funding cut of about $16 million, which will be reinvested in community programs.
I never started with a number in mind. What I started with was, what are the programs that I already know have racially disparate outcomes? And those were the programs that I was committed to cutting.
The cuts will also result in a reduction of more than 100 positions at the Police Bureau, posing a challenge for the city's new chief.
At the end of the day, people need good police service. And I think that's what the real call is for, police service that's just and meets the needs and expectations of the community. So I don't think defunding per se is the answer.
In addition to the cuts approved Thursday, Hardesty said she and the mayor, who is police commissioner, will be reviewing every specialty unit inside the police bureau. Hardesty took time to praise the work of some officers and acknowledged that the city still needs a police force, albeit one that looks and works differently than in the past.
I would tell them, get on board. Change is coming. It's here. And if you want to be a part of a revolutionized policing force, then you're in the right place. And if you don't, retirement is a good option.
Now, even the cuts may seem steep, that's $16 million, but they fall far short of what has been called for in public hearings. Many people calling for cuts as deep as $50 million to the Police Bureau, some calling for the Bureau to be done away with altogether. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.